So guys, the Tinubu's government is not going to survive this. Kenneth Okonkwo has come very hard. Hey, you know who Kenneth Okonkwo is when it comes to telling the ruling party all about all their mess, their excesses. Kenneth Okonkwo is a very meticulous man who understands the rot in the system and knows how this ruling party try to manipulate the people. But guess what? Kenneth Okonkwo is always there to expose them. I want you to take your time and watch what Kenneth Okonkwo has said in this new video. I mean, he has released another bombshell over Tinubu and all what APC is planning to do. You cannot afford to miss this video. Take your time, watch this video to the end and see what Kenneth Okonkwo is saying, and it's going to leave you in shock. Now take a look.
Reactions have continued to trail President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's performance 2 years into his administration. While some commend the government for its economic reforms, many are now questioning the president's claims of economic progress, juxtaposing them against the daily realities faced by most Nigerians.
Politically, the state of the opposition appears dire as the nation seems to be tilting towards a one-party system, even though we see that those in the opposition party strongly disagree with this. Disarray within several political parties, including the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party, has only fueled this perception. As Nigeria approaches the 2027 general elections, political realignments have become increasingly common. Discussions around the formation of a coalition party are gaining momentum, with several political figures calling for a united front to challenge the ruling All Progressives Congress. Will the coalition thrive? To discuss the state of the nation with us today is politician Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. Good morning and thank you very much for joining us.
Morning, viewers, for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning. To kickstart the conversation, let's get your general thoughts and assessments about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 2 years in office. How would you judge the time in office? Yesterday we had a representative from the presidency who spoke to the fact that there are so many policies that he's put in place to ensure improved conditions, and he did state that things are starting to look up in Nigeria, that in the next 2 years we'll see a solidifying of all the positive policies that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has put in place.
Well, let's start this conversation with the time-honored philosophy of Richard Steele. Richard Steele said, when you want to commend someone, add reasons why you're doing so. Because this is what distinguishes the approbation of a man of sense from the flattery of sycophants and admiration of fools. There's no way anybody will be praising this government without appearing like a fool. When they came in, Tinubu in inauguration ground said fuel subsidy is gone. And then, when he was saying that, there was no cabinet in place. Fuel price rose from 195 naira to 617 naira in one swoop. And then they floated the naira, and naira depreciated, going to almost 2,000 naira to a dollar from about 460 naira. And the only defense they have is be patient. Nigerians became hungry. His own people started shouting Ebin power, and their response: be patient. Be patient first 100 days, be patient 6 months, be patient 1 year, be patient 2 years, half of the journey. And they are still asking people to be patient. Are you praising this government? You are doing it on the blood and the graves of people in Benue State that are being massacred every day. As I talk to you, people are dying in Benue State, not because they committed any crime, but because Tinubu is their president that could not defend them. Benue State is an APC state, governed by a reverend father. So spiritually, you say a reverend father is in charge. Politically, you say they are a member of Tinubu's party. And yet, they are dying every day from terrorists, from killer headsmen, and no end in sight and no solution. And some people are praising this government. They are doing it on the graves and blood of the innocent Nigerians that are massacred everywhere and every day. You talk about Plateau, you talk about the Northwest, talk about the Southeast, kidnappers are discovered with graves, with people burying people alive. And Tinubu's purported security reports, they don't take such security reports to him for prevention. It is the security report that will help him to take the resources of Rivers State in the name of declaring state of emergency. That's the security report they will see But security reports to bring security to Nigerians, they will not give him. I want you to understand, security is the basic necessity that every government owes to its citizens. This government has failed in its area of security. People are scared to travel through the rivers, the sea, because flood will come and sweep them away. Look at what's happening in Niger State. 200 persons just died. And it is not a situation that is not foreseeable. These things happen every day. You know, when people talk about Tinubu's regime and they say, these problems were there before him, I actually realize that the media and the spokespersons are very unintelligent. Because when you make such statement, you are actually indicting him. Because what you're trying to say is that this government ought to have been aware or is aware of all the problems before coming in. That means they did not come with any solution. If it is a problem that is not there before, if it's a novel problem, you say, okay, they are facing a new challenge, give them time. But these are problems that have been there. Boko Haram has been there, insurgents have been there, Lakurawa has been there, the bandits, the kidnappers, they have been there. There's nothing new. A man that said to be the president is his life ambition did not make any preparation to bring solution to all the problems that he knew were there. And now we are hemorrhaging. We are going into more deprivation, into more degradation, into more hunger, into more hardship, into the worst of mankind. Do you know, the present report now is that Nigeria has more malnourished children than Sudan. Nigeria has overtaken Sudan, a war-torn country, as in malnourished children. If our children are malnourished, that means the failure of this government is moving even towards the next generation. They have destroyed their own generation. They are moving into destroy the next generation. This government has nothing to offer Nigerians except destruction, except wastages. We're talking about security. Do we talk about economy? This government that removed first subsidy said the reason is because they will be saving $7.2 billion every year, and it will help them to provide infrastructure for the people. It will release money for them to cater for the welfare of the people. What have they catered for? This same government has borrowed Nigeria into bondage more than any other government before it. In December 2024, our debt profile reached 144 trillion naira. This government met only 77 trillion naira as general debt of Nigeria. They are now seeking to borrow $21.5 billion. Jesus.
I mean, yesterday,
where did these people come from?
From the presidency, spoke about that. He explained, I don't know if you can hear me, when the representative from the presidency spoke about that, he said that it does not necessarily mean that they're going to spend all that millions at once, that is just some sort of maybe a borrowing plan. That's what, that was part of the explanation he gave for that. But if you talk about the current administration, from all indications and what you said, you do not seem pleased, and you did say that the current administration does not have anything to offer Nigerians. Let's talk about your expectation for 2027. There's been talks about the coalition. Do you have faith in the potential of a coalition? And if yes, who do you think will be the champions of this coalition? All right, we're going to a very quick break. When we come back, we'll have Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, Dr. Kenneth Okonkwo, joining us this morning. Please stay with us. To the conversation as we analyze the state of the nation, and we're still joined by Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. Before we went on that break, you had highlighted all the things that you were displeased about regarding the current administration, mentioning that the current administration has nothing to offer Nigerians. If you strongly believe that the current administration has nothing to offer Nigerians, do you have hope in the coalition to maybe unseat the current administration? And if yes, who do you think will head this coalition?
Well, coalition is simply an alliance for combined action. The issue of leadership does not arise now. So, yes, the noise is echoing.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
We can hear you clearly. Please go ahead. And your audio is great on our end.
All right. The issue of who is leading the coalition. The issue of who is leading the coalition does not arise for now, because we are not trying to build a coalition for the next election. We're trying to build a coalition to build this nation to become a great nation on earth. So we are not interested in scrambling for leadership. We're looking at the next generation. Like I said, coalition is an alliance for combined action. So you have to agree on the alliance first. You have to agree on the basic necessities to return Nigeria to the path of greatness. Then the leadership will evolve. So I am not aware that there are people that you are saying they are leaders, but I am aware that is a collective responsibility. People coming together who are tired of the malaise that is going on in Nigeria, a coalition of the willing, who wants to come together to build a better society. So it's not a scramble for leadership, it's not a scramble for power, it's not a scramble for resources, it is a scramble for the security and welfare of Nigerians. That's why we are not emphasizing leadership or who is the leader. We are emphasizing what are the manifesto, what are the terms of reference. Then whoever is interested in providing such things for Nigeria will sign up to the coalition, and then the leadership will evolve from there. Having said that, everybody is convinced now that in Nigeria, things are not moving the way they should move. Also, in the opposition, you cannot go it alone in order to take out an incompetent incumbent. So you have to come together. In union, there is strength. So when you come together, you will be able to oppose INEC that has become a rigging machine for the ruling party. When you come together, you will be able to build the trust from the people that you have unity, at least, that will help you to govern well. When you come together, you will be able to bring legitimacy to your request, and immediately your government comes into effect, you will be able to form the government from very powerful people of substance that have character, capacity, and that have the competence, because you will have many of them. So the coalition is building itself, is organic, is forming up, and then we have leaders that are of integrity, that are emerging from the coalition, and when we combine, then we will be able to deliver for Nigerians.
So guys, you have seen it. The APC is really a very big scam. I mean, they are a scam to the Nigerian people. Looking at what is happening, the Tinubu's government has come out to tell Nigerians to be patient with them. The same thing Buhari told Nigerians, be patient with us. And the same thing the Tinubu's government is telling Nigerians to be patient with them. The question remains, when is this country going to be fixed? When are we going to see the change we all are yearning for? Now, there is a headline where Buhari said, let me just read it. Bola Tinubu will fix Nigeria. Former President Muhammad Buhari tells Nigerians. You see, these leaders, they are not ashamed of themselves after destroying this country. They will still come out to talk. You will hear that one day, Mahmoud Yakubu will come out that he wants to become the president of Nigeria, because Nigerians will easily forget all that he has done against this country. Now, Buhari is telling Nigerians to be patient. To be patient, you know, to be patient with Tinubu, that Tinubu is going to fix Nigeria. The question remains, when? With all what we are seeing, when? Let me read out some of the reactions, you know, happening here. Like, there is a photo of somebody giving Buhari hot blow. You need to see how the blow is going. Honestly, that Tinubu is going to fix the Nigeria they all have destroyed. Like this person said, being a retired major general, we were deceived into believing you will save Nigeria. By the way, our respected former president and the present one are 5 and 6. Check them out on insecurity and the face that Nigeria's life no longer matter. Daily buying of people in Benue State, Plateau State, that is what is happening. You must have seen the video of the governor of Benue State telling Tinubu that all is well with Benue State, while there is recent killing and kidnapping going on in Benue State. Nigerians are just tired of all this kind of news. These people have lost idea on how to take care of Nigeria. Now, this other person reacted and said, like play, Oga has rested all his hustles to become president since 1999 and beyond. Him hustle, so tey him forget wetin to do as president if him win. When he finally won, he do that fun. As in, when he finally won, Buhari has always been on the ballot trying to win elections. He tried, and according to Tinubu said he was the one that came to his rescue to help him win. And finally, when he won, guess what? Nigerians now said he has taken Nigeria 100 years backward. Buhari left Nigeria with a debt of 77 trillion naira. And now that the Tinubu's government has taken over, just within the space of 2 years, the Tinubu's government is at 184 trillion naira debt. That's like times 2. and even more than times 2 of what Buhari borrowed for 8 years. So you don't even know Buhari and Tinubu who is better. These two people have proven that honestly they have another mission coming in as presidents of Nigeria. The failure is too much. This person say failure, recognize failure, and both of them are failure in collabo. That is, two of them have collab, as in collaborate to become real failure in the face of Nigerians. This other person said, just imagine. So what did this Menike do for 8 years? He's asking what Buhari did for 8 years. And now he's coming to tell Nigerians that Tinubu is going to fix Nigeria. We don't even know where to start when it comes to corruption. Tinubu is already blaming the Buhari's government that they left empty treasury. Nothing was on ground when they came in. Corruption everywhere. That they've been busy trying to offset some of the debts that Buhari took. And now Tinubu has already ended his 2 years. Entering his 3rd year, Tinubu has not even been able to achieve one thing that Nigerians can actually applaud and can really relate to. I don't know what you make of all this. That's just to tell you that the APC is out to destroy this nation. Let me know your thought about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.